Hi, everyone, and welcome to today's Me to Be. Today we have Sara Skiles here, and she is the owner of the Wichita Baby Company. So I'm really excited to talk to her because I am quite pregnant at the moment, so I think I'll learn some things. But we're going to go ahead and get started, Sara, by having you tell us what you do and how you help people.
Yeah, of course. Well, thanks for having me on here. It's been a while since I've been into the hive, but always appreciate it. Love everything that's going on. I am a certified doula, a birth and postpartum doula, and a pediatric sleep consultant. So basically, I'm like the fairy godmother for somebody who is pregnant or has a baby. So if you need somebody to help you doing the birth plan or coaching and supporting through labor, because a lot of times, your partner may not know what to expect in the delivery room and kind of need somebody to guide you through that process. I help parents at home with a new baby. So we actually have a team that provides both daytime and overnight care for the new baby. And then as a sleep consultant, I come up with a plan for parents who have children ages basically from birth to age 5 to help develop a custom routine and schedule that helps the whole family get their sleep on track.
Oh, that is so neat. I love that you do all of that because it's actually really funny. My husband, when we were early on in the pregnancy, he usually is like he doesn't want to pay for anything that he doesn't think is absolutely necessary, or he's like very resistant to like paying for anything expensive at all. But he was like, I need a doula. He said, I need a doula. He's like, I don't know what to do, and I need someone to tell me what to do.
That's so funny. I hear that all the time. That is one, I would say that is one of the most common things that I hear. When somebody contacts me during the pregnancy, they're like, my husband, he doesn't know, like spending money on some voodoo woman or something, which couldn't be the farthest thing, from what I actually do. And then after we all go through labor together, they're like hugging me. They're like, we're never doing this without you again.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, the dads become our biggest fans after it's all said and done.
Yeah, it's emotional support for everyone.
Exactly.
Oh my
Exactly.
gosh. Awesome. Well, can you give us some background into how you got both into the field you're in and also in starting your own business?
Oh my gosh. Well, I am pretty sure I came out the womb an entrepreneur. We have like old family videos and stuff of me like as a 2 or 3 year old, like drawing pictures and trying to sell them to people. My parents are both entrepreneurs. I like to say I inherited that spirit from them. So just always seeing how, they were always looking to, build a business, be self-reliant. And that's something that I always really admired. And then of course, when I was a little girl, I used to say that I wanted to be a midwife when I grew up,
Oh,
because
wow.
that's what my mom had, was a midwife, because I'm the oldest of 5. And I thought she was the coolest person in the whole world, like with her bag of, baby delivery supplies. I thought that was so cool. And I forgot about that, basically the rest of my life till I became an adult. And then after I had my son, he's almost 10. I can't even believe it.
Oh,
I realized that there was such a big gap in the community for professional care and support. Your prenatal appointments with the doctor, that's like 5 minutes long, and then you only see them when you're pushing. And there was a huge gap for care, both during labor and then in the home after it's all said and done. And I wanted to step in and fill that gap and be that person for somebody else to help them have a great experience and look back on it and say, wow, that was awesome, and not
that's
bad memories.
oh my gosh. Yeah, that's fantastic. I have a lot of thoughts. I'm like,
Yeah, we should chat.
oh my gosh, we should. Yeah, I love this because it's so important to have someone who's there with you for like a stable presence throughout the birth. Who knows
Right,
what we're
somebody who's
doing
there the whole
versus
time. Mm-hmm.
yeah, people who come
Yeah.
in and out of the room and maybe your doctor is just there for 5 minutes while you're pushing or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. And
Yeah.
oh man. Okay. Anyways, like I could go on and on. But what passion drives you in your business now?
Definitely just seeing the changes, like the transformation, in a new family. Going in, you come up to the front door, they're crying, they're like, here, like, like take him, please, like help me, and then, we settle down and we talk about it. Like, what are the challenges that you're going through? Okay, is it sleeping? Is it swaddling? Is it you getting sleep? Is it breastfeeding? Like, what is overwhelming you and exhausting you right now? Let's look at that. Let's come up with some strategies, and I don't leave until there's a game plan in that home, for division of responsibilities and getting more sleep and, getting the breastfeeding figured out, or knowing what appropriate professional to send them to help them with whatever issues they're having, and just being able to be that type of a presence in somebody's.
Yeah. Oh no, I think we've frozen. Oh, okay, there we go. We're all back. Awesome. Okay, we might not be able to hear you. Let's see. Sorry, everyone. One of us is freezing. I'm not sure if it's me or Sarah, or both of us. I'm gonna try something real quick. Okay. Sarah, can you hear me? I think it says that your mic is disconnected. Okay, we can hear you now.
Okay, good.
Awesome. Sorry, everyone.
Sorry about that. Okay, I hear you and I see you now.
Same here. We are back in it. Oh my gosh. That's awesome, though. I think I saw in one of your Instagram posts or something that, you're the baby whisperer.
Oh, yeah, I definitely answer to that.
That's amazing. I definitely need to talk to you then after
this. Oh my gosh, for sure. I would love it.
Awesome. So what are some of the biggest struggles that you faced just along the way of owning your own business?
Definitely getting the word out about doulas and what we do. I've been doing this for 10 years now, just about. And when I first started, there was just like a couple doulas in the area. Nobody really knew what it was. And I've done a lot of public awareness campaigns. I've had to do a lot of education just in the community of letting people know, like, this is what this is and we're here. Especially for the overnight care, because people think that's something that like only people in New York City or LA can have that, and it's like no, I brought that concept right here to Wichita. Like, you can have that, and it's a little bit more affordable than if you live in LA. And I think just the public awareness of what we do, that we're not like just for hippies or something like that.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with hippies, because I might be a little bit hippie, but I mean, we support you in the hospital. Like, if you want to have an epidural, it's not all about just doing things one way. It's about doing things your way. And then we come there to support you, to help you to reach your goal, whatever that might be. It's not about us having like an agenda.
Yeah. Oh, I can totally see that. I think, like you said earlier, people thinking that you're just some sort of like witchcraft lady.
Yes.
Because they don't know what a doula is. So I can totally see how that would just be such a hard thing to overcome, just educating people on that.
Yeah, it really took some time.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you're doing the good work. Yeah. So what makes you unique in your practice?
I think it kind of ties back into what I said a minute ago about not having a particular agenda, for a certain type of parenting style or a certain type of delivery. The profession of doulas definitely evolved, basically, a few decades back, as a form of the backlash to the overly medically centered delivery, fathers not being allowed in the delivery room.
Yeah.
Just like women being knocked out for labor, things like that. The doula profession kind of evolved as a part of the backlash against that, of taking birth like back into the hands of the parents and maybe having a more natural or holistic approach. And so we do have a lot in the industry that are very much like, natural only, like home birth only, things like that. And so
Mhm.
what makes my practice unique is definitely the fact that we support all families, no matter who they are, no matter what they're
Mhm.
doing, whether it's hospital, home, epidural, all natural, C-section, whether they want to do attachment parenting, breastfeeding, or, bottle feeding. We recognize that each family has their own set of goals, their own
Yeah.
philosophy. We want to meet them where they're at and help them as a unique family have a fantastic experience, you know, regardless of if it's something that I would personally do myself, with my own family.
Hmm. No, that's really good. Yeah, because everyone needs support, not just the moms who are giving birth at home or without an
Right.
epidural or whatever. Yeah.
Right.
And then
Yeah.
every family needs it too, so
Yeah.
awesome. And so you also recently added, Certified Pediatric Sleep Consultant to your title,
Mhm.
so can you tell us more about what that means and
Yeah.
how
Because
that how that is.
I wasn't busy enough. I have to do all the things.
Oh my gosh.
I could not be more excited about this, honestly. This is something I've been doing for my client families for quite a while, but I really wanted to make it official and just be sure that I had, like all the science behind it and everything. So, um, it just it really was bumming me out that I would work with a family for like 6 weeks, so I'd help them through the pregnancy, then like the first week at home with the baby, and then it's like, bye. And then later on, they would have sleep challenges with the baby.
Yeah.
And it's like, I should be there to help them with that too.
Mm,
So, whether it's just from birth, like understanding things like how long the baby should be awake before you try to lay them down for a nap, or if you're breastfeeding, like how to make sure the baby's getting a full feeding, so that they'll sleep a little bit better, during the night, things like that, so
yeah.
you can get a couple hours of sleep instead of being up every 5 minutes. Or whether it's a toddler that's getting out of the bed all night, things like that. I'm really excited that I can help people resolve those issues. So it's like a custom plan that takes into the individual child's, age, developmental, their routine, like their daytime schedule, and figure out kind of what the key is here. Like, what's the missing piece to get this child, to sleep a little bit better, so the whole family, can
Yeah.
be healthy and happy.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm really excited. I definitely am going to talk to you because I was telling you before we went live, I'm 34 weeks pregnant tomorrow, and I just learned the word sleep regression.
Oh yeah,
And
it's
I was
hard.
like I don't know anything about how long a baby's supposed to be asleep, how to feed the baby, like, I don't know any of this. And so
Yeah.
I had a
Oh,
slight
I'm gonna fix you up. Don't worry.
thank you. You're gonna save me, I can already tell. Oh my gosh. So, what does work, life, and self-care alignment look like for you? Because I'm sure you can't just set your schedule every week.
Yeah, I mean, do any of us really know what that looks like? Do any of us actually have that? I don't know. um, I think that the thing that is most vital for me was when I began to take on partners in my practice, and it
Mm,
wasn't just me having to be on call and do everything alone.
yeah,
So I do thankfully I have some great doula partners in my practice where we take turns being on call. So the
yeah,
client has met with both of us and has a great connection to both of us. And then whichever one of us is on call when they go into labor, that's who's gonna get up in the middle of the night and go to the labor. So that at least helps me to be able to schedule. Maybe I can go on a weekend somewhere, or I can plan to go to the zoo with my kids. So
yeah,
I think that having some scheduled time off where I do things that are not strictly business related, that helps me to have a little bit of more of that work life balance. But it's not
yeah.
always easy.
That's good though. Yeah, I feel like sometimes the answer is just to expand your team or have other people in your corner so it's not just all you, because that would
Yeah, yeah, outsource. Like, what is the task at home, that's driving me up the wall? That's
yes.
something I'm going to outsource, and I'm going to look at it not as wasting money or spending money, but
Mhm.
as freeing up my time to grow my business, raise my income.
Yeah.
So and not having even an ounce of guilt about something like that.
I love that. That's so good. Because I've been working on that this year too, and it's been very freeing.
Oh yeah. You realize, like, wait, I can do that? That's
Yeah,
okay?
like it's not shameful if someone helps me with something. Oh
Like, what a concept.
my God. Cool. So, how has the Hive helped you professionally and personally? Because you've been around for since we opened.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
was one of the first
yeah.
members, I think.
Yes.
So yeah, I love the Hive. Just having a place where, I mean, I do have a home office, so I don't come in that much, but I love knowing like it's there, and it's such a great help to people. There's been so much great education that comes out of it and great connections. I mean, I have loved the coffee dates with, meeting different Hive members, and I've actually made some new friends. So I think
That's
that's
awesome.
definitely the networking and the connections and the friendships. That's been the biggest part of the Hive for me, for
That's
sure.
so. Thank you. Cool. So, yeah, now we want to ask you, do you have any insight or wisdom that you would like to share with someone who's at the beginning of their business owning journey?
Oh, yes. Um, I would say if you are scared or nervous or anxious about taking the leap, becoming more visible or quitting
Mhm.
your day job or whatever it is that's giving you pause or holding you back, you have to think about what is the impact that you want to make on this world, and is potentially not making that impact, not helping those people or whatever it is, like, is that more important than staying in your comfort zone? Because that's the only way sometimes that you can really get motivated to take the steps that you need to take. If it's just for you, sometimes it's hard, but if you're really thinking about the impact you're going to make on the world, it's like you owe it to the world to let your light shine. And
Yes,
that's what you got to always keep in your mind if you've got anything holding you back.
that is really good. Thank you. Okay, awesome. So, last question. How can we help you? How can we work with you? And do you have anything coming up that you want to share about?
I so wish we haven't been doing our in-person big events because of COVID, and hopefully we're going to be bringing some of those back next year, depending on how things are looking. So anybody that's interested in working with us, looking for a doula, looking for the overnight care, sleep coaching, they could just get on our website, so wichitababyco.com. Um, and I think just letting people know in the community, like, hey, you're pregnant, you have anxiety, you have a baby that's not sleeping, there's somebody that can help you with that. You don't have to just get on Google and try to piece things together, or get on Facebook and get like random advice, from people that you don't know. Like, there's somebody who's like, that's their actual purpose in
Yeah.
life, is to help you with that. and and we're right here, we're ready to help.
Mhm. Yes, I love that. Yeah, just letting people know that doulas exist and that Sarah is here can be such a gift to pregnant women.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm here to help. I want to help families have a better experience, whatever
Yeah.
that may look like, whether it's like going the whole way of like having me there, or even just doing like a class or a consultation.
Yes.
There's always something that I can do to help somebody to kind of get started on the right foot.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. This has been great. And if anyone has questions for Sarah, you can drop them in the comments and we'll get you connected with her or visit her website, wichitababyco.com. Is that
Right.
awesome? Cool. Well, thank you so much, everyone, and have a wonderful day. And we will see you all next week.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, thank you. Bye.
Bye.